Morning gang. Right, we're back. Temperatures have dropped quite a bit, but we're gonna bang some orders out this morning. Then we're heading back to the house, do some auction hunting. There's two auctions I'm interested in today. One of them is a local one and one is not. Then we've got some stock waiting for us at home because there's one big box of auction lots that haven't opened yet. Then we're heading to the auction house later if we're able to snipe anything. And that's it. So let's get cracking. First up, we got this World War I medal, and it's made out of silver. I've sold a few of them in the past, so I'm sure you've seen it on the channel before. And that went for £40. A vintage player's tobacco tin for £14.99. A vintage metal matches box, and that went for £15. And here we got two small trench art boxes, and they went for £6.45. Next up, we got a vintage brooch, and I might have made a mistake on this one in terms of pricing. So I sold this for £3. But then I realized it's hand painted, and I looked up certain styles like that, and some of them are Victorian, so they go for about 30 to 40 quid usually. But I wasn't too sure, so I didn't want to put a crazy price on it or say it's Victorian and then they get it and they realize it's not. So it is what it is. £3. A vintage Boy Scouts badge for £4.99. A Rice's Church primer book for £9.99. A bundle of 4 vintage badges. So you got some boxing in here, you got 2 football ones in here, and then one Stenographers Club one, and they went for £25. A woven tray with a duck on it for £3.10. A Fujifilm camera, but it's not working anymore, so I sold it for parts only, and that went for £4.58. A vintage Boulevard Rangers badge and an England patch for £6. Another vintage football badge, and that's a Staffordshire Football Association badge, and that went for £6. Right, the next item actually taught me a little lesson, and that lesson is basically don't trust the experts. So basically this is a 1916 Galway Races members badge, and it took me a couple of days to figure out what it actually is. First I thought it's a medal or something, but then I contacted a few people within that horse racing community, and they all referred me to the same guy, which is apparently the expert within that industry of like horse racing badges and history behind it. So I've emailed him to see if he can confirm that this is actually a members badge, and to be fair to him, he did confirm it and gave me some info about it. He also told me in the email that it's worth about £40 to £50. And this is where I became suspicious, because first of all, I've never asked for a valuation of it. And then below that, he basically told me, oh, if you want to sell it outside of eBay, drop me an email. So I was like, oh, this geezer wants to snipe this. So that was like a good indicator for me that it was worth more than £40 to £50 like he said. So I listed it for £150, see what happens. And within 20 minutes, that medal was gone for £143.56. Looking back, I should have probably listed it even higher. I should have probably listed it for like 200, 250. Because as soon as I listed that badge, I was getting bombarded by offers for 60, 80, 110. And then in the end that offer came through for 143, but it went so quick. But at least we made some decent profit on that anyway, because in the beginning I was thinking of listing it for 25 before I knew what it was. And we learned a lesson, which is don't trust anyone, lad. Next up we got this antique hand mirror, and if it was in better condition we would have probably gotten more money out of it, but it's got a lot of marks and smudges and stuff on here. So that went for £12.06. The Vintage Air Rifle Association medal, that went for £14.99. And here we got a Copra Verde movie poster from 1987. That went for £6.50. This little ceramic monk figurine went for £12. A World War II Special Constable badge, that went for £14.99. A vintage Royal Artillery Sweetheart brooch for £11.18. A 24 karat gold plated lighthouse, and that went for £5.99. And here we got a Panasonic movie camera in its case, but it's untested. So I sold it for £16.99. A vintage rock wool cutter, and that went for £4.58. This little badger figure, and that is made out of coal, and that went for £3.72. A vintage pricking wheel for £7.50. A vintage metal dish with a metal car on top, that went for a tenner. A vintage wine bottle coaster for £8. A Yashica Zoom made film camera for £15. An Australia keyring for £2.50. The next little piece you might remember from the last video. So this is basically a Victorian bloodstone sweetheart locket, and it has quite a lot of flaws. So the bloodstone in the middle has a crack in it, then the hook at the top is broken, it has a little gap here. So I let it go for a little cheaper, of course. but that went for £20.48. A Guinness and Rugby inflatable pint, that went for £3.64. A vintage FA badge for £4. A vintage Rupert stick pin, that went for £4 as well. Next up we got this little teacup, and I want you to take a quick guess how old that teacup is. It's in great condition, it's got no hairline cracks, it's got no chips, no nothing. But when I researched it, I was blown away how old it is. So this is basically 195 years old. It's from the 1830s from Minton, and that went for £12. And last but not least, the vintage Genesis pin badge for £4.49. Right, that's all the orders done. Let's head back and see if we can snipe anything today. Unfortunately, there won't be any bidding footage today because BT decided to do me dirty. So I have to do all the bidding on my phone today, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Right, so in here we got a bunch of miniature medals. I think I paid like 50 quid or something for them. There's absolutely loads. That should be easy money, lads. Then in here we've got a bunch of coins, I think, and that is for a new project I'm working on, so you're gonna see that very soon. What else did we buy? Small badges, as always. I think they're all Russian ones. Then loads of badges, collectibles, medallions, some military stuff in there. What is this? By the sound of it, I'm guessing coins? No. More pin badges, of course. Got some football ones. No, bowling. Oh, is this all bowling? Oh yeah, they're all bowling. I didn't even remember buying these, but now that I'm seeing them, yeah, I do remember them. So bowling pin badges. Altogether we spent, I think, £220 at this auction. So we got badges, we got medals, we got more badges and medallions, collectibles, and we got them coins. So stocking up for the year. Right, auctions are over. Didn't go as planned at all. Today is one of those days, man, because I was planning to get quite a few bits in today, but only managed to get 3 lots. But I guess you can't win every week, so let's head there, get back on the road again and grab our lots. Right, we arrived at the auction house. I've just been inside and paid for our lots, and we only spent 111 quid today. That is including the auction premium, and that is 3 lots like I mentioned earlier. So let's go inside and grab them quick. Horrible. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Oh yes, the first one's that bag down there.
That one, yeah, thank you. They're absolutely huge. I didn't expect that. Not that I wanted them, but they came with them religious bits, so I have to take them. How am I going to do this safely? Alright, that's it. Let's head back. Right, we're back. So let's have a quick look at what we bought today. So this is lot number 1, and the reason why I bought it is basically because I had a load of coins in there. I'm not going to go through them in detail, but it's got some medals in here as well. It's got American coins, it's got com coins, it's got very old coins in there. So this big box is full of them. The same lot came with these bits. This is silver plated, this is silver plated. Not sure about this little trinket box. And then it also came with these bits. So these are all silver. So the thimble is silver and all the tops are silver. They're all hallmarked. They all got the line on it. It's a bit hard to see on this cam here, but yeah, they're all silver. So for this lot we paid up. It was £65 plus the premium. But yeah, not bad. Lot number 2 is a mixed one. So first up we got these Leon puppets. So the hands are made of wood, but the top is like, I want to say stone or terracotta or something like that. But yeah, they're funny looking ones. Then we got these 2 large hand-carved African figures. We got a wooden dog. Then we got this big jar, and in this jar it's just full of very old knives and daggers. So this is from, doesn't even say. Interesting. I think this one was from India. Right, we got another dagger, same one, so that must be India as well. Oh, we got another one of those with a hand-carved case. Then this one's got a foot of a deer as a handle. I think I sold one of them before, but I can't remember. That one looks super old as well. Let me get it out. That one could do with some work, but yeah, most of them are from early to mid 20th century. So that one's made in India as well. It's got some engraving on it. But yeah, for that lot we paid £18 plus the premium, and lot number 3 was probably the bargain of the day. So it came with these 2 Enigma vases, which I didn't really want, but what I was really after was this plaster statue of Mary. She is quite big, but yeah, it's a nice piece. It got a chip on her finger, a tiny chip here, but otherwise she's in good nick. Then 2 more religious figures. Biangi, whatever that means. I think same for this one. This is CB. And then these 2 little angels or cherubs. But yeah, we paid £5 for that lot. And you know what that is, Lanos? That is easy money, lads. I know it's probably a shorter video than usual, but I'm gonna call it a day here. Nothing went to plan today. My internet is still not working, to be fair. So that is annoying. I cannot list, but I'm probably gonna do some drafting today. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and as always, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.